battle for the authentic national chairman and the candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, that's APGA, in Anambra State, is far from over. After the Court of Appeals set aside a Jigawa State High Court verdict and declared Victor Oye an APGA chairman, and Professor Charles Soludo as the candidate for the November 6th governorship election, the other factions are adamant. The factional national chairman, Jude Okeke, and candidate Chukwuma Umojin have rejected the judgment and vowed to appeal it at the Supreme Court. I think they have a right to do that. I think that will seal the fate, and if they are able to do that before the November 6th election, I think it will just bring down this distraction, and I don't know, because the way they manage the crisis in APGA, and we have a sitting governor in that same party, I don't know if this faction decide to go to the Supreme Court now. Jide, would this not be a kind of distraction to the Chukwuma Soludo campaign?
It's already a big distraction. INEC has refused to put him on the list of contestants. Victor Oye just appealed to INEC again that they should put Soludo on the list, but INEC will not listen to him. INEC will rather wait until the complete resolution of this matter before they can go ahead.
That might be the Supreme Court.
Yes, so of course they've decided that they are going to appeal. So it's, they are going to Supreme Court. But I think that it makes sense still for the judiciary to consistently punish its own people. Because when they talk about forum shopping in the judiciary, it is something that the Supreme Court has complained about, but lawyers continue to connive with politicians to do it, just simply wasting the time of the court. When the judges of the appeal court said, look, we do not have territorial and substantive jurisdiction on this matter. You know, we were discussing about how somebody left Anambra to go before a court in Benin Kudu to go and get a judgment.
Desperation.
The court does not have jurisdiction.
The same court of concurrent jurisdiction.
It does not even have jurisdiction. What the administratively, when you have a matter from your own state, for example, let me give the example of EFCC and other organs of government. You can't sue EFCC at a state high court. You have to go to a federal high court. So if you take a matter against the EFCC to a state high court, the matter is dead on arrival because it does not have jurisdiction to entertain the matter, and the court will dismiss the matter. In this case, you must approach, if you want to go to a federal high court, you must approach a federal high court within Anambra State. That's what you should do. It is already established that it has to be within that state.
But over time, we've been seeing the practice of going to
the chief judge of the federal high court has already made that clear that you cannot go if it's within your state. Approach a federal high court within that state to handle the matter. This matter, and in this case, the court in Benin Kudu was not even a federal high court. It was a high court, a state high court. So when it was reported that it was federal high court, it was wrong. It was a state high court. It was a state high court that they went to. And that was why those judges said, look, this matter, we cannot entertain this matter. And they took cognizance of how the matter was decided originally at the high court in Oka, in dismissing the thing. So when lawyers go to such places, they just want to get judgment at all costs to slow down the wheel of justice. Otherwise, you should have known that you can't go before a state high court in Benin Kudu. You can't even go before a federal high court in Benin Kudu. You have to go, if one, none of the parties to the matter is resident in that state. It's one of the things, even if it's a federal high court, is one of the issues that they will look at. Are they the headquarters of the party? Is it in Jigawa? No. The people that are involved in the matter, are they resident in Jigawa? The answer is no. Lawyers know this, but they choose to just do what they like, take money from politicians and simply do what they like.
You see, when you look at the way politicians they behave, there's nothing called party interest. This APGA is like the only legacy left of Emeka Ojukwu, and this is the only state that APGA is holding sway, and APGA is very, very popular in Anambra State. But the way these politicians are behaving, the way the gladiators are behaving, it's as if we should just, we should just smash everything and let the party go down, pull the roof on everybody.
I think the person that is in the center of the matter here is actually Soludo. All these intra-party squabbles about different factions is actually against his candidacy. And for me, I look at it beyond APGA. I'm also looking at a situation where some people that want to actually bring down, yes, a rival party is at work here.
They want to benefit.
So to bring down APGA, because they know that the candidacy of this Soludo is likely to win in that election. So I'm not seeing APGA alone. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm looking at
a lot.
Yes,
unknown hand, unseen hands from outside
are working against his candidacy, and how would they achieve it? They have to just go through these intra-party troubles. But I also think that INEC should come in. I'm thinking that INEC should obey the judgment of the appeal court, because election is November 6th. And if you want to wait till the Supreme Court gives its verdict, what if the Supreme Court gives verdict in October? Does it mean that Soludo will now start?
2007,
which is also part of the game. So does it mean that the man will now start campaigning in October? How much of a campaign can he do, and what can he exactly?
That's what they want to achieve. So distract him, so that he will not be focused on the. It's clearly the man to beat, no doubt about it. And APGA has retained leadership in that state via 2 governors. Obi, 8 years. This governor too, 8 years. So APGA is the party to beat. So people will do their best to unseat APGA. Some of the rival parties could actually be behind Victor Okeke and his other people. Because when you talk to the mainstream APGA people, they tell you that they don't even know this guy. But he's the one who is giving everybody problems. They don't even know him, And the mainstream APGA is that of Victor Oye. The courts have decided. So if you file any matter involving APGA and you fail to join the chairman of the party, Victor Oye, because you don't recognize him as the party chairman, the case is already dead on arrival. This is what they don't realize. Going all the way to bringing Kudu to get judgment, I don't understand. If you see the way the appeal court judges abused this judge, the judge who gave them that judgment, and that's why I'm saying, look, the judiciary needs to do a lot more to sanitize its ranks. This sort of thing should not be happening. Even people who are not judicial officers, journalists, they know that it is wrong to go all the way to bringing Kudu to go and get judgment when your matter originated from Oka in Anambra State. You now go to the High Court in Birnin Kudu to go and get judgment. It is wrong. It is a waste of the time of the court. And the judicial officers need to be punished so that we can put an end to all these frivolous injunctions and the rest of them.
Okay, I have Ade calling us from Manchester in UK. Thank you for joining us, Ade. Yes, thank you for joining us.
Actually, I want to ask a question from Babajide.
Go ahead, please.
Those lawyers that they quite knew that they can't argue a case that does not come from that state. Is there no any other measurement to punish them? There should be a way to punish them so that they should know what to do. They are less people, aren't they?
Yes.
Even
remember the case of Jegede. They made sure that Jegede had less than 48 hours to prepare for the election.
It was Wednesday.
From one frivolous court case to another. One frivolous court case to another.
Sheriff versus
and ultimately, because they were just saying, if they give them this judge, they say they don't want this judge. They won't want this one. They don't want it until Justice Onohen now took over the case by himself. Onohen now decided to punish the lawyer. So that's what I'm saying. Onohen punished the lawyer for the role that he played in wasting the time of the court and coming up with frivolous prayers and all that. So they can do it. So it is their responsibility to use the big stick on this. In any case, the politician will have paid money and the lawyer will have smiled to his bank. So it's not and those unethical practices, they will continue to do it for the money.
All right. Thanks for your contribution.